right, y'all. Welcome to an unsatisfying political standpoint. Just saying. Wow, we're looking at this situation of life, and we're gonna have to work it through. Um, yeah, Kamala, whatever you want to say it is, it truly is that situation in our life.
Can someone please just give me a valid reason as to why they're voting for Kamala Harris? So far, the only two that I've heard is because she's a woman and she's black.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
You could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
Worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay.
That was not a good professional performance. And then she was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator, and now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian, daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu and has no black ancestors, how did she get to be black?
From the exact same people that can't define what a woman is and who say not to judge people based off the color of their skin. Okay. Thought we learned our lesson with Obama, but apparently not. Actually terrifying that this is the type of woman that people want as the president of the United States. Really want a woman that's known for using her mouth to get to the positions that she's in. And I don't mean public speeches. But then again, based off the morals of the women of the left, not surprising. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against having a woman president, but I'm not going to vote for someone just because they've got a cooch. Especially one that is pro-defund the police and open border. Those are the same ones that say that Trump is trying to take down the democracy and you don't even realize what's happening in front of your own eyes. You now have a candidate that you did not vote for. This has never happened before. All you are is a puppet in their game. I thank you for your service of being a little social justice warrior for the past 4 years, but we don't want that anymore. You want a woman president so bad? I'm sure that it's not one that's going to be a complete embarrassment to our country. When push comes to shove, it's not going to matter what's in her pants or the color of her skin. It's time that you start actually using your brain because we can't afford another 4 years of this. Have a good day.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hike her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think listening to her word salad
All right, y'all. Today we've got Judge Joe Brown calling out Kamala Harris on her bull crap. He's like no holds barred. It's UFC politically. He's really trashing her, and he knows her father. Okay, she's calling out saying she's the black mama, she's the woman of color. But she literally has been running as an Indian before it was popular to be black. So let's hear what he's got to say.
in the way she talks. I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that, you see, today is going to be tomorrow, so since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now.
So today we have learned that tomorrow is another day, and then that other day could be the day before yesterday, but we are bringing in that day tomorrow. So that's how we're going to live. We're going to live because we are not dead.
Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous for this word salad garbage, and she doesn't make a bit of sense. I think since she's only 60, she's actually on a worse track than Biden was. Biden is 20 some years older than her, and he has been senile for a long time. Now, about 5 or 6 years ago, when did they start ramping up to do this? 2019. Okay, I was saying Biden has been a failure his whole adult career, a second-rate, third-string player. He's in the game, so he wants to make a name for himself. I considered him for years poor trailer park, urban trailer park trash. And he's a crook. He's a third stringer. Now, what I said he was going to do is he probably wants to claim fame for being the first person to see to it that a woman got to be president. And what I predicted, I'm slightly wrong on it, was that he was going to get in, try to get elected, and if he got one term, try to get elected for a second one. And then halfway through his term, when he had served 2 years, to retire or resign in her favor. So under the 22nd Amendment, what happens is she can serve for the final 2 years for somebody and then be elected twice more. So that woman would be able to serve 10 years, second only to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who got elected to 4 terms before they put the amendment in place so you couldn't. Now, that said, I think, and my major at UCLA was political science. My analysis was they picked the weakest somebody they could as a figurehead, somebody who had some apparent minority status, which she does not. And what goes on is that you get her, everybody that is everybody would be afraid to go against her because of what she can pass herself off as. And then you get somebody that's easy to control because she's lazy, because she is becoming incoherent, and because she's always tried to do the casting couch to get where she wants.
Gawk, 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 gawk.
Or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves, comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm Julius Caesar." He said, "No, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up." You know, or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say? You know, did you say anything? And I've never seen such a salacious mess as I've seen out of her.
You give them a purpose, create an environment where people want to show up for work. So when we learned that 92% of Kamala's staff quit, it raised red flags. How could she lead millions of Americans if she can't even lead 50?
Dudes, male trio. Did someone lend y'all a digital clock? Because you're on borrowed time. Take this down before the law does.
All right, so
This is why
there's a politically charged situation going on amongst a lot of people these days. Just saying that if you are listening to the mainstream media and believing it, you might be being misled. Just saying. Too many people are believing the bullshit, and this is a problem. But Jesse Waters is about to break into it as well. Excuse me. Sitting here sweating and loving life, but it's time to move on, and let's see what Jesse Waters has to say. I know, yes, it's right-wing bullshit. Yeah, well, too bad for everybody. God bless you. Let's see what else is going to happen.
Gil Duran, who worked for Kamala when she was Attorney General of California, said the experience was unbearable. She was, quote, impossible to manage and took out all of her stress on her staff, usually women and lower-level employees. Gil quit just 5 months into the job. Last straw, Kamala skipped out on a briefing and went berserk on a staff member to the point of tears because she was unprepared. And that tracks with what an unnamed White House staffer told the author, Chris Whipple, in his book, The Fight of His Life. They told him Kamala, quote, refused to do the kind of preparation that you need to do before going public on a hardcore policy matter. And then she became incensed and outraged when things wouldn't go the way she thought they were supposed to go. Even the interns weren't safe from Kamala's ire. Terry McKeeter, whose son spent months in Kamala's Attorney General's office, said she turned his kid's internship into a summer from hell. He says the interns were told to stand and say, "Good morning, General," when Kamala walked into the room. And they were told to never, ever address Kamala or even look her in the eyes. That privilege is for senior staff only. Kamala also had a filthy mouth and never met with the interns because staffers were too afraid to introduce them. Probably for the best. Look, everybody's had a bad boss at one point or the other, but usually that boss doesn't become president. If 92% of a company's workforce quit, would you keep the CEO? So why would we make Kamala America's CEO?
Kamala, because you guys just ignore the fact that Trump is a convicted felon. Oh, kind of like how you guys ignored the fact that George Floyd was a felon. But okay. It just makes more sense because Trump has a lighter skin shade. Yeah. And in my last video, I asked for people to give me valid reasons as to why they're voting for Kamala Harris, and still haven't gotten one, actually. So just like we're supposedly just ignoring the fact that Trump's a convicted felon, I hope you know that you're also ignoring the fact that Kamala Harris was the California Attorney General that prosecuted 2 undercover journalists who exposed Planned Parenthood for selling aborted baby body parts.
Boom! Come on.
Protect Planned Parenthood, and the saddest part is that probably doesn't even bother half of you. Have you guys heard of Sean Tillman? Probably not, because that's the guy that was a repeat felon that was released from jail because of a bail fund endorsed by Kamala Harris, who then after being released went on to shoot and kill someone. So you're also ignoring the fact that she blatantly stated that all 18 to 24-year-olds are stupid, who also said that she agrees with—
Alright, so, y'all, the world is twisted. It's way twisted. I know there is so many of you out there that are amazing and not being twisted by the moment. But I've been looking at this political venue, if you would, and going, wow, what the hell is going on? I've been looking at these people going, oh yeah, Kamala. Yeah, this shit is weird. Why? Why is this a part of our situation? Who knows? But if you're living in the world of situations amongst the main media news, yeah, nobody is really getting the great information. That's what I gotta say. So, peace to you all. Love you all. At one point, we might find ourselves in a situation to where we are conjectural. You like that word? I made it up. But watch out for word salad. Heels up Kamala Harris, or Kamala heels up Harris. God forbid that actually happens. Yes, I will admit Trump is my situation that I think should happen. So, I hate to say it, you know, come on. He had like the horrible tweets. The guy really did great policies everywhere. I mean, think about it. Go back to it. Oh, so many good policies. So many great situations. But at that point in time, his tweets were always asshole. It was like, I'm an asshole. Let me talk some shit. Right? But you look at the policies, oh my God, they were great. There were people that never had the situation to where their life was good. But during Trump, great situations. Low taxations. Oh my God. The oil was good. Okay, so drill, baby, drill. Just saying. Okay, I know I'm incoherent, but loved what he did, and every day was literally I'd be waiting to find the drama. He literally was doing great shit, but every day was, oh, let's wait to see what he does. He was gonna talk some serious shit. He always did. It was awesome. So many people were like, oh yeah, well, he talks so much crap. Yeah, he did. But did you not really lean into it? Wanting to understand what's he gonna do today? Oh, he had so many aspects of what was going on. I literally really was going, okay, what kind of crap is he going to talk today? And to make it backwards, there were so many people going, did you really expect him to change? No, I didn't expect him to change. But I literally was on heel going, what shit is he going to talk today? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I swear to God, he's like Reagan. He was one of the greatest presidents that we had. He really did some great stuff. But not like Reagan. He talked so much shit, it was fun. Every day I was waiting for what was going to happen. Love you all. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And peace and love to every one of you.
Of getting rid of ICE, and her form of securing the border is politely asking people not to come. How about we go tell that to Laken Riley? Oh wait, you can't, because she was killed by an illegal alien. And I hope you'll realize how hard the left dug into Trump's personal past, saying that it would have an effect on the way that he ran the country. Oh, but we don't want to talk about the fact that Kamala Harris was sleeping with the 6-year-old mayor of San Francisco when she was in her 20s and somehow ended up with 2 very high-up positions that she was not qualified for.
Willie Brown, that's who she talking about. She talking about Willie Brown. Play with me. Listen. If you think anything she says wrong, I'll make a whole nother video and prove it to you. That was Willie Brown she was talking about. And the prosecution and everything she's saying is 100% facts. All right, let's keep going. Keep cooking. She cooking. She cooking over the stove. Roll it.
Funny how that works. So yeah, I'm still waiting on my one good reason to vote for Kamala Harris.
All right, y'all. I know this is a little controversial, but I love y'all. Peace and great things to everybody. Don't forget that we're all here for everybody. It is our lovely life. And there is some video footage from Officer Tatum. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Love y'all. Peace out. And don't forget, be kind, be great, and everybody will always find great things in life by being cool to each other.